So I would begin asking you again your name and your charge here in the mission, in the camp.
My name is Major Larry Jordan. I'm the Squadron Executive Officer for 1st Squadron 73rd Cav as part of 2nd Brigade 82nd Airborne Division. And we were sent down here to help support the United Nations and USAID in the earthquake relief for Haiti, that the earthquake that took place on 12 January.
So exactly when did you arrive here? When did you come?
We actually arrived on the 14th of, it was late night the 14th, early morning the 15th of January.
So just a couple of days after the earthquake.
Correct.
And how many people came in the first issue? And
well, initially we arrived with approximately 115 paratroopers, and then subsequently the entire brigade arrived, which is about 4,000 troops.
Have you been staying here in this camp since the beginning, or?
Well, no. We spent about 2 days down at the airfield finding out exactly what we were going to do, and then once the UN and higher headquarters decided exactly what their plan was going to be for the relief, we ended up identifying several locations throughout the city of Port-au-Prince. This was one of them, and we came here. So probably about the 16th of January we arrived at this location.
So it's more or less 1 month
that we've been here. Yeah.
Do you know something about the history of this camp? It was a country club or a golf field before, and it was paid by the U.S. government, or it was a gift of the owner?
What I do know is that this was a golf course initially, prior to the earthquake. I know that after the earthquake, because of the destruction and to some homes, that a lot of the people in the Delma region moved to the golf course down there, the fairways and the greens, and as a result, they knew that this was going to be a large refugee camp, an IDP camp. So we decided that it was best to establish a distribution point here. So we moved to this location.
Do you know how many camps like this are you managing in Port-au-Prince?
Well, throughout all of Port-au-Prince, I don't know the exact number of camps. Within the operational area that we are responsible for, there are about 40. There are 5 other organizations that are our size that the U.S. has brought down here. So I mean, I would assume that they have about the same number of camps in their areas as well.
Can you give us some examples of the other organization managing camps?
Well, we're not managing a camp, but the organization that's in charge of this camp is CRS, Catholic Relief Services. They work in conjunction with JPHRO, which is Jenkins Penn Haitian Relief Organization, and that was a group that was started by Sean Penn, who will probably, the American actor, who will probably be back, or who will be back tomorrow. He returns from the United States tomorrow. Additionally, we have Oxfam, who is helping with sanitation removal and water down in the camp. There's a German NGO called Demura, which is providing medical assistance in the camp. And then the International Red Cross is doing an immunization program that started yesterday and will continue for the next 6 days in the camp.
Yeah, so all those organizations have their tent and their...
all of those organizations pretty much have a presence in this camp, yes.
So they are working in cooperation
Correct.
with you?
Each day they have this area over here that you'll see, which is for no military. It's all NGOs. They link up over there. They conduct sub-cluster meetings to talk about health, shelter, water, sanitation, education, protection, and they work out and synchronize what's going on in the camp. Then every day at 1700 or 5 o'clock in the evening, we have a meeting here where it's a collaboration between the NGOs, religious organizations, and the military, and we talk about what's going on to make sure that everybody's on the same sheet of music.
So is it possible for example, for an Haitian organization, registered organization in this neighborhood to participate in the clusters? Or it's just, I mean, it's something closed, people working here?
No, it's completely open. I know that people hear about these meetings that go on, and they come and they attend just to see how it works, or whatever the case may be. The bottom line is we are open to working with anyone as long as their intentions are pure. As long as they are here to help the Haitian people, we will accept and support them. But if they're here for any self-aggrandizing purposes, if they want to say, if they're there to say, look at me, look what I'm doing, then we kind of don't want that.
Is it possible to be?
So, for example, you'll see right here a group of Haitians are moving in to utilize the space for whatever purposes, as long as it's for good reasons.
But during the clusters and after the clusters, the meetings, it's possible to get some aid. If you have a project, if you are, for example, an Haitian organization who is some way recognized, serious, and with good intentions and certified, I don't know. In a cluster you can ask for some aid, for example, to build up a small center for children, or
for example,
or food.
Exactly. For example, Pastor Saint Claire, who is a religious leader here in this area, has asked for rubbish or sanitation removal on a number of occasions. So we've tried to help them out with that. I know there have been organizations which have come not from the Dalma area but from other areas who have said, I have a group or a camp of 3,000 people that haven't received aid. Is there any way that you can help us? And what we'll do is we'll have the NGOs verify that they are indeed who they say they are, that the camp does need assistance, and then we will push that higher, and then we'll try to receive rice or shelter or whatever it is, medical attention.
But only for the camps, not for people in the street, for example?
Well, we are in the process. It's easier, obviously, to identify the camps because large camps are easier to see. However, I will say that we are going through a program where we identify those people that their homes are not structurally sound, so they're afraid to go back into them because they don't know if an aftershock comes, will the house fall. So we are trying to identify those people that are not in camps, still living in their homes, and still need assistance.
How many people are working in the camps? Many of you from the U.S. Army staying here?
We have a squadron, which is about 400 people that are here.
What's the relation with the MINUSTAH force? I have seen some guys from Nepal, other which are armed people.
Exactly.